Everyone, this I'm like 24, and before we go any further, I want to remind you to keep your phone vertical and click that full screen icon on the bottom right. Now today I actually had some time to play around with several farm decks and see what the best farm deck was to farm Bakura at level 40, and I actually found one that's actually really consistent. And this isn't by any means I didn't come up with it or anything. And I found this deck online. It was posted by well, I don't know if the person that posted it wants me to say his name, but I found it on Facebook. So the deck is it's a Buster Blader 3-star demotion deck, and it's actually super consistent, and you can get 6,000 to even around 7,000 consistently, depending on how you play the deck and what you do, and if you have some shiny cards. So the deck consists of 3 Buster Bladers, 1 Gravekeeper's Vassal, and that's how you're winning the final push with the effect damage and the over 9999 damage. You're doing it with Vassal. 3 Robot Buster Destruction Sword, and what this does is it prevents all of Bakura's spell cards from activating. And if you don't know what it does, is it says you can target 1 Buster Blader you control. Equip this monster from your hand or your side of the field to that target. While this card is equipped to a monster, spell or trap cards that are already face up on your opponent's side of the field cannot activate their effects. You can send this equipped card to the graveyard, then monsters that was equipped with this card gains 1000 attack until the end of this turn. So basically you want to equip one of them to a Buster Blader, and then all of Bakura's spells and everything, I think, what is it, Octoplasma and Burning Land, they can't really activate. And the only other thing that kind of breaks the farm is attacking to a Man-Eater Bug, and that's why Wicked Breaking Flamberg Bow is there, and you run 3 of them. I know it's a super rare, but I mean, there's really no other way to go over a Man-Eater Bug other than this card without him activating his effect. And then we run 1 Supremacy Berry. If you have 2, run the 2. I only have that 1, so I'm only running that 1. And then I'm running a Reign of Mercy, which isn't the same thing, but it still helps. 2 Union Attacks for the Vassal combo, you probably already know. 3 Wicked Members, a Reign of Mercy. 2 Emblems of the Dragon Destroyer, and this searches for your Buster Blader. 3 Karma of the Destruction Swordsman, and this is the card that allows you to remove the Dark Necrophere from Bakura's deck. And if you don't know what it does, it says target up to 3 monsters of the same type in your opponent's graveyard. Banish them, and if you do, 1 Buster Blader monster or 1 Destruction Sword monster you control gains 500 attack and defense for each of those banished monsters until the end of this turn. If this card is in your graveyard, you can discard 1 Destruction Sword card, add this card to your hand. You can only use each effect of Karma or the Destruction Swordsman once per turn. So this continuously, this will allow you to remove all the fiends from his graveyard as long as he has 3, and most of the time you don't have any problems with that, because he will have a lot of fiends, and he has nothing but fiends. And after that, we run 1 Secret Pass to the Treasures, and that's it combos out with the Gravekeeper's Vassal for that final attack. So that's a deck. Again, I found it online. It's not my own deck, and you do need 3-star demotion for the skill, so you can activate it and get the Buster Blader out. And most of the time you get it, and like I said, the deck is really consistent. Let me go ahead and show you a replay. Now we will be talking about the changes they made to the skills, or the limited list that they just pulled out, but that'll be at the end of the video. So for now, let's go ahead and go into the replays. And I'm gonna go ahead and press pause here just in case, so I don't, like, my video doesn't go corrupt or anything. All right, so we're gonna go into the replay so you can see how the deck plays. Duel replays. I think it's this last one. I've only played I think 3 times today against Bakura, and all of them I think were with this deck. And I was just trying different things, and I've added Gravedigger Ghouls, but it's decent. It's not great. I think the The other Buster Sword, or Buster, whatever the spell card is way better. And it allows your Buster Blader to gain attack, so you can do that final push and you can get over 9999. Alright, so to start off, my hands isn't that great, but okay. So I activate Emblem of the Dragon, get the Buster Blader, then activate 3-star Demotion, summon Buster Blader. Then activate Berries to gain those 2000 back. Activate the sword, ditch the Rain of Mercy, and then from there on you just win. There's really nothing Bakura can do once you have this set up, and you just keep attacking the defense, keep attacking whatever monster, and then once you get the card to remove his Dark Necrosphere, you go ahead and use it, and that's it. Bakura, there it is, Karma of the Destruction Swordsman. You send the 3 fiends out of play, and he can't do anything else. And as soon as you meet those requirements, you can go ahead and farm for between 6,000 to 7,000 dual assessments, depending on how many shiny cards you have. And here he really can't do anything. And if you don't get the Karma, what you can do is just attack for game. You can just go ahead and beat him down, and that's another option with this deck. If you don't get the Karma, or if you don't have a way to remove his Dark Necrosphere from his graveyard, you can go ahead and just attack him for game. And one tip that I do want to give you is that if he has 2 monsters just like he did, you always want to attack the face down defense position monster, because otherwise, if it's a Man-Eater Bug, he can go ahead and attack it, and then if you don't attack it, he can flip it the next turn. That kind of I got that messed up. So you always want to attack the Man-Eater Bug in face down defense position, so he can't flip it the next turn and then just kill your monster. So if he has 2 monsters, just attack that face down first. Alright, so he summons Dark Ruler and Dark Necrosphere, but it doesn't really matter because he can't do anything. And then the sword negates Dark Necrosphere's effect, and the Robot Buster Destruction Sword also negates the Octoplasmer, so he can't do anything. And here you just want to keep attacking, passing turn. Here I just went ahead and activate 3-star Demotion again to get another Buster Blader, but I wasn't really going to attack with it. I was just getting ready to do the final attack with it. Alright, so just attack another Man-Eater Bug. And Wicked Breaking Flamberg Bow negates it, so there's no point in his Man-Eater Bug, doesn't do anything. Alright, so you summon Vassal, activate both union attacks on Vassal, and then activate the Secret Pass to the Treasures on Vassal as well, so you can go ahead and attack directly. You want to also equip as many Destruction Swords as possible, so you can increase your Buster Blader's attack. And here you can, if you have an extra Karma of Destruction Swordsman, you can go ahead and activate and just increase your Swordsman's attack also. He's up to 46, activated the Destruction Sword. He's going to be up, he went up, and then you activate the other one, goes up to 66. Then you go ahead and go into your battle phase and attack for 19,000 damage. So the deck is extremely simple to use. I don't think if you have the cards, you shouldn't have any problems with it. But I do recommend that if you don't get the Karma, just go ahead and beat him, and you should be getting like around 3,000 assessment. All right, now and if you haven't noticed yet, or if you haven't opened your app, or for whatever reason you haven't checked it, they actually are doing several changes, and they've added a Forbidden Limited list now, and they do have a card on there. So let's look at what it says. It says the implement of the Forbidden Limit list and rebalancing of skills are planned to occur on the date listed below, which is August 3, 2017. Alright, so for the Forbidden Limited, they are actually restricting Restrictor Revolution. So I guess that would be the correct card to hit if they're gonna nerf Taya Dual Standby. And I think that's the only card that they're restricting it. And it says for the reason that they're restricting it is this card has a high chance of dealing a large amount of effect damage early in the duel, which is true. we have decided to limit this card so players can enjoy dueling in a better balanced environment. So I guess that's fine. They should have just go ahead and completely banned it because we only have 4,000 life points. And it can take anywhere from 1,200 to like 1,800 depending on what you have in your hand. And then they're doing a lot of balancing with the skills also. Where is that part at? Okay, about skill rebalancing. So in my balancing skill Harpy's Hunting Ground, they're doing it to where you don't start off with it. Well, you do start off with it, but it's not activated, so it's going to count as one of your draws, which will make it to where you start off with a 3-card hand. I think it still won't kill the deck. The deck will still be playable. But again, once you do have to activate Harpy's Hunting Ground once in order to kind of balance that out. We was Underwood skill Parasite Infestation. They're nerfing it to where it's 2 instead of, or 2 is the max instead of 3. And I can understand that because if you have a lot of whistles and you activate Whistle and get a Parasite, and then that Parasite, that's 3,000 damage just by themselves, not doing anything else. The Fairy Smile is now giving you, I think it was 500 out of the character's specific skills. Fairy Smile was the least used skill, which reflects on its users being a duelist without many strong points to speak of. In response to that, the amount of skill heals has been increased, and it's getting increased by 500. They're also nerfing 3-star demotion. They're making the life point cost to 3,000 instead of 2,000, which is, I think people might still be using it because most of the time, in the games that I played, at least, and if they have like a complete build of it, they only really need to use it once, and then they can just heal themselves with berries or with whatever. So I still, it's not completely, I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference in my opinion. It might, but 3,000 still not, it's still more than one, so I think it's still going to be used. And if anything, you could still use it for farming. Alright, what else? I think that was about it. Yeah, so that was it. So they're nerfing Harpy's Hunting Ground, they're nerfing Parasite Infestation, they're buffing Fairy Smile to 500, and then they're nerfing the 3-star demotion. So overall, I can understand why they're nerfing it. Again, 3-star demotion still going to be good, I think, in my opinion. Harpy's Hunting Ground, you still have to, I'm not sure if they'll allow you to play more Harpy Ladies in order to counteract that whenever a new Harpy Lady come out, or Harpy Ladies come out, or if they have an extra field spell card that you can use or that they'll give us. But overall, I think Harpy's Hunting Ground is still going to be played at some level, whether it be mid-tier, mid to like high-low tier is going to be played still. I'm still going to give it a chance to see how it works. Maybe with 3 bird faces, you'd still be able to counteract that kind of -1. And what else? I think that was it. So restricting Restructure Revolution to 1, and then those nerfs. Alright, so I think that's going to be it for today. I should have maybe 2 to 3 hours tomorrow, which will give me enough time to farm and maybe hopefully come up with a couple of decks. And I do have 2 decks planned out, and I had I'm just going to go ahead and let you know, I had a Psychic deck that was using 3-star demotion, but I think I'm going to go ahead and scrap because the Psychic deck does need a lot of life points, and I don't think it's going to be worth it with 3-star demotion. Everything else, like the Barrel Dragon and the Dark Magician 3SD, still works. So that particular Psychic deck, I'm just going to go ahead and scrap it. And I do have a ton of ideas and a ton of decks that I'm planning for you guys. I'm just waiting to get the cards, and as soon as I do that, I'll go ahead and make the video and let you guys know what the decks are, and hopefully you can try to build it and see how the decks play. But I do have a ton of decks being planned or that are planned, and I'm just waiting on me getting a couple of those cards. So that's going to be it for today. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and leave them down in the comment section below. And if you're enjoying my content, I highly recommend that you do subscribe, as I do try to post almost every day. And if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and leave a like, and if you didn't, go ahead and leave a dislike, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.